Okay, check it out, people. Check it out, people. Check it out. I'm your main man, Nat Daniels of Fox the GOAT, and I'm here to tell you that Donald Trump, knows that there's aliens. He knows. He absolutely knows. He's dancing around questions in the media, and of course, like any president would do, dance around questions in the media. But he knows. He knows for sure. But what we want to know is if he's going to be the president that's going to open it up and let us know that it's real. Because he knows that it's real, for sure. George Stephanopoulos from Good Morning America had a interview with him, and he asked him, have you been briefed? Have you been briefed on these Navy pilots that's been captured, seeing that these flying saucers on the coast of San Diego and on the West Coast, and seeing these flying saucers all over the place, flying around, not knowing what they are? Have you been briefed? And he says, yes, I've been briefed. He says, I have. But, of course, he didn't want to go into details. And then there was another interview with Tucker Carlson, who asked him, so President, you've been briefed on UFOs and aliens. He said, and then Trump replies, I don't really want to get into it too much, but personally, I tend to doubt it. He doesn't want to get into it too much, but he tends to doubt it. Okay. You tend to doubt it. You don't really want to get into it, but there's something there to get into. There's absolutely something there to get into. But, you know, you got to dance around the question in the media because you don't want to be the UFO president. I mean, who wants to be the UFO president? Especially if you don't go ahead and just give us the hard evidence of UFOs. If you don't want to just, be that guy. So, he says, I'm not a believer, but anything's possible. That sounds like you're giving the American people hope. Like you're saying you don't believe it, but it's possible. That sounds like you're giving us hope. You know something. You're dancing around the questions, but you know something. But here's the kicker, though. And I'm going to leave a link in the bio to all 3 interviews so you can check it out yourself. I will post it on this video, but I don't want to get copyrighted. You already know how that goes. You've been around the YouTube block long enough. But here's the kicker, if you haven't heard. He had an interview with his son, DJ TJ, Donald J. Trump Jr. His son asked him, so, I want to know, like any son wants to know if their dad's the president. Dad, I want to know if there's aliens. Please tell me. Let me know. This is the one thing I want to know in life. Dad, the whole time you were running for president, the only thing I could think of is E.T. real? Can I have my own E.T.? Is he real? Will you open up Roswell? He didn't say it in those words, but he said it. And he said, will you open up Roswell? And of course, like a president should, he danced around it again. I won't talk. Trump said, I won't talk to you about it, but I won't talk to you about what I know, but it's very interesting. I won't talk to you about what I know, but it's very interesting. He knows, bruh. Trump knows that there's aliens. He knows that they may have the bodies. He knows. Trust me. He knows. I can't say that enough. Trump knows that there are aliens. This is for sure. I'm not even speculating here. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm speculating. But if somebody tells you, I won't talk to you about what I know, but it's very interesting, that means they know something. And it's not interesting if it's not real. UFOs aren't interesting if they're not real. Or UFOs aren't interesting if there isn't something there that makes you think, that just may be a UFO. Or this may just be a UFO debris. Or this just may be a UFO body. He knows something. I'm telling you, Trump knows something. So his son goes on to ask him, so you're saying you may declassify it? Like, you don't want to talk about it. So are you going to declassify it before your presidency is up, before you're out of office? And Trump ends it with the kicker, the cliffhanger. Trump said, "I'll think about it." Oh my gosh, he left us with a cliffhanger. Trump says he will think about declassifying it. There has to be something to declassify if you're gonna think about it. There has to be something there. I'm telling you, the guy knows that there's aliens, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in the near future. I know right now the only thing that Trump can think about is winning office again. So after these elections is up, if he wins, who knows what's gonna happen within these next 4 years. I'm very excited, very curious to see what's gonna happen. There's a lot of things happening in the UFO world. That's one of the reasons I started this channel, and I want you guys to stay tuned. I want to keep you guys informed and up to date with everything that's going on. Again, I said I'll leave everything in the description. I'll leave all the interviews in the description so you can click them and watch them yourself. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think Trump knows that there are aliens? Do you think he knows? Because I think so. I mean, I won't say all presidents know, because Clinton obviously wanted to know, but he seems like he's still out of the loop. But it's kind of funny because when his wife Hillary Clinton went on Jimmy Kimmel, and I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, and she said what she said about, oh yeah, we don't call them UFOs anymore, we call them UAPs. How can you even switch a name for something that doesn't exist? You know what I'm saying? How could you go from UFOs to UAPs if it doesn't exist? You're switching names for something that we don't even know exists. Like, that's like, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I can't even think of a good analogy for that, but it just doesn't make sense that you're switching the name of something. So I'm just curious to see what the future looks bright in the UFO world, and I'm happy to be a part of it. This is something I've been excited for my whole life, and I think we're getting closer to knowing the truth. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. And once again, this is Nat Daniels, and this is Fox the Goat. Holla at your boy.